Hello, it's me. It's another day. Look at that sunshine. Well, you can't quite see it from here, but it's a gorgeous day outside. And we're here to present, what we're here to present. We've done white belt, we've done yellow belt. Now we're on orange belt, okay? We're gonna have it in two different parts, as we've done for the yellow belts, because there's a lot to do. So we're getting quite into it now, okay? Kickboxing is, you know, you've mastered some of the basics, some of the basic punches. You've mastered, well, not mastered, but you're starting to get better at some of these things. Now we move it up a step or two at orange belt. So the first thing you're going to do on this lovely sunny day is fitness. Okay, now, everyone goes, oh, fitness. Oh, that means I've got to do 5,000 press-ups, 500 push-ups, 500 squats, burpees, tuck jumps. Yes, you do, but what we found in doing our syllabus is we do lots of things in the gradings. Okay, like a white belt does jab, does cross, does high parry, but you don't do that in every other grading. You don't do it. Okay, red belt, you do hooks, you do push kick, you do inward crescent kick, outward crescent kick, but you don't do that again. Yellow belt, so on and so on and so on. I think you get the picture. So what we decided to do some time ago was do a fitness drill where we do lots of different things here, like this, and then tuck jumps, you know, here skipping, whatever the examiner calls out, but that's interspersed with basic technique. So for instance, the examiner, if it's Mrs. Farron or Miss Farron, and they say, right, everyone 10 push-ups. Yes, ma'am. And down you go, you do 10 push-ups. Then they might say 10 tuck jumps. Yes, ma'am. And you do 10 tuck jumps. Okay, they might say, if they're really cruel, 20 burpees. Yes, ma'am. but you do 20 burpees, okay? Then they might say jab. So you're doing jab. Then they might say front snap kick. So you're going, yes, ma'am, and doing all this stuff. So it lasts about, orange belt can last about 4 or 5 minutes. Different things, fitness, technique, but it's basic technique. It's technique that you would have done at yellow belt, red belt or white belt. So I hope that explains what the fitness thing is. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to demonstrate it now because there's too much to do and there's not enough time on the video. So that's it. Okay, right, the first new technique you're going to do, what shall I be today? Shall I be orthodox or shall I be southpaw? What do you think? I'm going to be orthodox today for this first one. So the first thing we do is called a roundhouse elbow. So I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see the upper body. Here, from my normal position, imagine I'm throwing a left hook, but I miss with the fist and hit with the elbow. Here, one, like this. One, like that. So imagine you're missing with the punch, hit elbow. Same, opposite side. Here, so if I step back a little bit, here, here, really into it, like that, here, coming around. Now if I back up even more, you see it, as I throw the elbow, same as all the other movements, you turn the foot. Turn the elbow, turn the foot. Okay, so that's roundhouse elbow. Now to hold for pads for the roundhouse elbow, it's pretty much like a hook, pretty much. Okay, so if I just show this, yeah, that's how you hold for a hook. Now an elbow is slightly different in the way that the elbow's figured, because some people will hit with the forearm. So in order to alleviate that problem, just slightly tilt the pad, very, very slightly. Head height, of course, but slightly tilt the pad. Don't have it quite as flat as you would with a hook. Okay, then we're going to talk about back fist. We'll hold the pads while I've got it here. Back fist. You've got two different ways of doing a back fist, okay? But essentially the pad is exactly the same. So you'd hold it, if you were having an orthodox fighter, they would go with their left hand, so you would put your right hand up. And you hold it like a hook, but the distance is a little bit further away. So hook, you'd be really close. Back fist, you'd be further away, like that. If it's southpaw, hold this hand up, okay? That's all you have to do for the pads. The actual technique itself, here, it's two different ways of doing it. You can turn your body here, kind of hug yourself, wrap around, and throw that back fist. Throw that fist that way. Here, turn your body, here. Or you can do what's called a speed back fist. Here, just here, this way, okay? So it's a slight movement, same as you do with the jab, all right? But the fist goes this way as opposed to a jab, which goes that way. So again, you've got two different ways. Swinging your body, power back fist, or speed back fist. Your choice. Okay, then we're going to go on to the kicking, the new kicking techniques. Jumping front snap kick. Okay, now jumping front snap kick, again, I'll be orthodox. Here, normal snap kick, you pick the left leg up. Jumping, you've all seen Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi and all that sort of stuff, okay? Here, okay, your right leg comes off the ground. Off the ground like this. Whilst it's off the ground, you're kicking with your front leg. Here, like so, okay? So you jump with your back, kick with the front, with the same ball of the foot. Holding the pad, it's exactly the same as you would with a front kick. Here, just in here, maybe a little higher, but it's exactly the same way of holding it. Okay, now whilst we've got the shield here, we're going to work for a switch kick. Okay, now a switch kick is done with, orthodox fighter would do it with their left foot. So you'd hold the pad same as you would for a left turn kick. Yeah, like this, okay? Now switch kick is essentially your front foot, okay, which is your weaker foot because it's in front, switches and then kicks to make it a stronger kick. So switching and kicking. Switching and kicking. Okay? So here it's important you don't go like this. Take like half an hour to switch your legs. Switch very dynamically and then throw that turning kick. So your front leg becomes your, back leg. Good, okay. Spinning outer crescent kick. Okay, when it's done on its own, because you're an orthodox person, orthodox fighter, you're going to be spinning and doing it with your right leg, like that. So you're spinning, not sure if you got that, yeah, I think you did, let's do it again. Here, one, okay. If you were southpaw, you'd spin that way. Spinning that way, okay. So when you're doing it with a partner, you only do it off one leg. Okay, holding the shield, you'd hold it as you did at red belt as a crescent kick. Okay, so you'd hold the pad, your right hand, put the left under here, and you'd have it like this. Okay, so very simple. Well, it's not simple, it's quite a tricky kick, and a lot of people get a little bit dizzy and disorientated because of the constant spinning. Okay, but just in the grading, just take a breath and just start again. Okay, all right. But here, kick comes like that. Great sound effect. I hope you like the sound effect. Like that. Okay, and that's it. All right. So those are the new techniques that you need to do. Okay, the attacking techniques. All right, you need to add, I think at, well not I think, I know at yellow belt, we did balance drill of a front snap kick. Okay, now the balance drill is a turning kick. Knee up, rotate the hip, turning kick, but you must get your knee back to this position. So it starts here, do the kick, and then comes back to here. 10 off each leg, right leg and left leg. Okay. Now we're going to do the blocking and defensive work. Okay, here, body deflections, okay? Body shots are coming into your body. Coming in here, coming in here, coming in here. Nothing's coming into the chest, it's all coming around this area. So your hands must stay up and you must deflect the blows with your elbows. If the blow comes round and say a left body hook comes round, dig your elbow back to your side. Okay, right hook comes in, dig your elbow back here. Here, body shot comes into the front, body shot comes into the front. Just here, chin down, like this. So you're constantly twisting here. You do not do this, okay? If you're doing this, you're exposing your head. It's not so much when you're kicking, but when you're in the lion's den and you're punching, you need to have your hands up. So you do not want to be blocking with your hands because you expose your face. So that's body deflections. Now, forearm block designed against hooks, head hooks. If a right hook comes in, step forward, take the hand to the outside. Step forward, take the hand to the outside. Don't just step forward and put your hand here. You can see what's going to happen. Here, I'm not wide enough, okay? All right, so step forward, take the hand outside the line of your shoulder. One, okay? If a left hook comes in, you still step the same foot, but you take the hand, the opposite hand, outside the line of the shoulder. Here. The reason you're stepping your foot is because you're trying to negate your opponent's power. If you're on the end of my fist, here, okay, it's the worst place for you to be. You either want to be out of the way this way or in closer this way, all right? And what we're trying to do is negate that power by catching their arm instead of having their fist hit us here and we go to sleep, okay? So it's important that, again, you step forward and catch that punch before it becomes, before it gets its, what's the word? How am I trying to explain this? It gets its maximum potentiality of hitting the target. Okay, I didn't explain that very well, but I'm very old, so I hope you forgive me. Okay, right, last defensive movement, riding. Here, like this. Okay, it's best to show it from this one. Here, leaning back against a jab or a cross or maybe an uppercut. Here, just sway backwards. Very simple. Sway backwards, hands stay up. Here, okay? Riding, again, we don't ride like this. This is a slip, this is a slip. We don't ride like this. This is a bob, this is a weave. Okay, we're just simply here, like that, going backwards. Okay, we just need to finish this particular part of the video with sparring. So this is the first time that you will do full sparring. So I'm just going to show you a bit of the kit that we have. Here we go. Right, let's get some of this stuff. Okay, so, all right, helmet. This is really cheap stuff. Really, really cheap stuff. This stuff's about 30 quid. All right, the maker's name's on the front. All right, I see people when they buy it, they put it on that way. And it's totally wrong. So always have the maker's name. In this case, yeah, I'm not going to mention it. Well, yeah, it's macho. Okay, here at the front. Okay, just does up like that. Okay, for the men, okay, have a groin guard. Okay, I'm not going to show you because it's embarrassing. If you don't know how to put a pair of pants on, then there's a problem. Okay, so that's basically what you do. Okay, put it to the front. Okay, if you're competing, then you should have it on the inside. If you're doing a grading, put it on the outside. Okay, as long as you tuck it underneath your jacket. Okay, that's fine. Shins. Again, pair of shins. These are Velcro shins. If you can see that, let's undo those Velcro shins. That's very simple. They just go down. Let's see that you can see. Go down like that. Okay, they simply Velcro over the top like that. Okay, and they do the bottom. All right. Okay. Now you can get cheaper versions or you can get more expensive versions. The more expensive versions tend to be Velcro, all right, but they're a lot harder composite, okay, really, really hard, you know, foam covering. These are quite soft foam covering, as are that head guard I showed you and these boots. They're very soft, perfectly adequate, but very soft. Again, you can get a pair of shins that cost you 60 quid. Gum shield, sorry, a gum shield, groin guard. Those groin guards are really cheap, just a tenner or something. But you can get really expensive groin guards, okay? Same as everything. Boots, again, These are really cheap. They're dip foam. Okay, the problem with dip foam is they will not fall apart, but they will erode because the material they're made from. Okay, you might get 2 years out of them if you're lucky. Okay, you might get 3 years if you're very lucky. Okay, but these things rip, they tear. Whereas a pair of like Top 10 or Adidas or something like that, those boots will last a lot longer because of the neoprene stuff that they're made from. I'm saying neoprene, it might not be neoprene, but yeah. But the material they're made from is a lot more hard wearing, but they're more expensive. But they all fix in pretty much the same way. So you put your foot in. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if you're seeing this, but okay, you put your foot in like that, okay? Then the Velcro goes over the top, pulls underneath, and then fixes, whoops, let me see, there, fixes behind. All right, so that's how the boots work. If I just put one on here, okay, that's what one looks like. Obviously I haven't got my shin on, but it's like a figure of 8. There, okay, that's very attractive. That's it. So that's all the orange belt stuff. Oh, the one thing I needed to talk about was obviously the sparring. That's the kit that you need to wear. Helmet, gum shield, because you had that yellow belt. Okay, groin guard for men. Don't need groin guard for ladies. You can have one if you want. Ladies can have chest protector if you want one. But everyone must have shins. Everyone must have boots. Now the sparring level. At yellow belt, we had no contact. So we had, this is the head, had this, okay? All right, orange belt, it's this. Touch contact, here. So you're touching with your foot or touching with your hand. You're not going like this, okay? It's touching. Body targets everything above the belt. And from here down to here is a legitimate target. Arms are not a target, legs are not a target. Jaw, face, top of the head is a target. Back of the head isn't a great target. Collarbone here is a target. Anywhere here, but here, back, anywhere from the armpit line down to your waist, backwards, is not available in sparring, okay? No knees in sparring, no elbows in sparring. Other than that, it's happy days. Okay, I hope that was useful. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing the orange belt combinations and pad drills very soon. Okay, take care. See you later. Bye.